What is up, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people, my friends? Welcome back to my channel, welcome back to some more World of Tanks action. I hope you are still doing awesome, healthy and sexy. As sexy as this IS-7 over here with 3 Stalin's stars on the barrel. Yes, today, ladies and gentlemen, what I have for you today is something a bit different, something I have been thinking about making for a very long time. So, what do you think about kind of a third mark tank review slash gameplay slash discussion slash ... episode? Like when a free mark one or another vehicle, I would like to dive a bit deeper into it together with some gameplay. Not to make it too fast, too deep, just like how we did it, what type of equipment and stuff like that. If you want to see that more in the future about some other vehicles which we are hopefully going to free mark, then please let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, today's episode is going to be about IS-7, and I wanted to make it about IS-7 because IS-7 is actually, or was my first ever tier 10 tank in this game. I got my IS-7 like many years even before the third marking or even before the Mark of Excellence was a thing in this game. So I cannot really say how many battles exactly took because I played like 400 battles even before that. And I got up to second mark simply by doing like 2, 3 or maybe 4 battles per month, sometimes some months 0 battles and suddenly second mark, and we just decided to finish off the third marking grinding from second mark to third mark in 2 evenings, I believe. And I was able to do it quite nicely without any major issues or major struggles because it is one of my favorite tanks. I love to play with it, and it doesn't actually require you to get like the craziest amount of damage and assistance combined in every single battle. While IS-7 is actually, in my opinion, one of the better tier 10 heavy tanks in this game, still it is the oldest Soviet-Russian heavy tank, tier 10 heavy tank in the World of Tanks, but it is still a really solid one. It may not be the meta-est of the meta tier 10 heavy tanks anymore, but still it is close to the meta game and I like it. All that said, still, the third marking requirements were not the craziest ones, so go ahead and give it a try. I believe you are going to achieve it as well if you just focus on your gameplay a bit more, if you are getting closer to the 95%, so you should be able to do it quite easily. So IS-7, let's take a look at my setup over here, what I was using, how I was able to do it, and so on. Let's start with the crew members. I'm actually using myself in the IS-7. I decided to put one version of myself into IS-7 because IS-7 was my very first tier 10 tank in World of Tanks. We go way back. We go like to the start of the World of Tanks, basically. I have seen all the good days, all the bad days. I have seen days where IS-7 was dominating the battlefields. I have seen days where IS-7 was actually super weak and nobody wanted to play with it, and after another buffs and after another set of buffs, IS-7 is back in the top game. And yeah, we go way back. So I decided to put one of my own versions into this vehicle, Major these nuts, before actually getting that 5th skill. I was Capitan these nuts, Capitan nuts, so that's kind of funny. But anyway, talking about the crew skills on Major Nuts, on the commander, you can see one bad thing over here, of course. Yep, concealment, I don't know why concealment is over here, I don't know how it got over here. Anyway, that one should be, of course, firefighting or jack of all trades, because even jack of all trades actually comes into effect after the training starts. It does not need to be at 100% like Eagle Eye does, so I don't know why I decided to be camo. That had to be a misclick, and I'm actually waiting on the crew skill resetting bonus so I can do that with 50% cheaper. Of course, I could do it now as well, but it doesn't matter too much, so please do as I say, not as I do. And then I'm going to switch it to either firefighting or jack of all trades. But super standard skills you need brothers in arms, of course. Recon is must have, Sixth Sense is must have, repairs is also must have on a heavy tank. Now let's talk about the gunner. Gunner skills are quite obvious as well. You need repairs, you need snapshot, you need brothers in arms. This one actually comes in handy as well because IS-7 is a hull down tank, right? Gun is quite big. Many times you're able to use your turret, many times you're able to hide your hull completely, and people start shooting HE and your gun gets actually knocked out quite often. So this has actually been more useful than you think, ladies and gentlemen. So I recommend this one as well. And of course firefighting instead of concealment this time. This is actually quite a decent looking crew, so I'm happy with that. Now driver is one thing that really needs all of the skills, because driver skills, in my opinion, are the most valuable skills after commander. You really want repairs, once again, you really want brothers in arms. You also want smooth ride, you also want off-road driving, you also want to increase your hull rotation speed, clutch braking, and in IS-7 you also would like to get controlled impact, and of course preventative maintenance and firefighting. So, like, I could use all my dedicated crew books. I could use all 4 of my personal training manuals, 850,000 experience per or for a single crew member, and you can see it only raises the 5th skill by 13%. So the amount of grinding you have to do to get those skills is just mad, ladies and gentlemen. But driver is one thing. People always ask, where should I use my personal, or on which crew member I should use my personal training manual? I'm also always going to give them 2 answers. If you do not have special commanders, which come with at least 3 skills already researched, or 2 skills minimum, then use it on commander or driver. Driver is as important, in many cases even more important on many vehicles. Where to use those things. Now, what do we have? Okay, loaders, loader next. We have 2 loaders over here, and on IS-7 actually one of your loaders is going to be a radio operator as well. So situational awareness is a must-have on one of the loaders. Brothers in arms, of course, repairs, and I really like to use intuition because I like to split up my skills. They do not boost each other if you add like same skills, same loader skills on 2 different loaders. They do not stack, so save storage on the other one. Repairs, once again, brothers in arms, adrenaline rush just to boost my DPM when my health is low, and of course firefighting as well. So concealment, once again, not used, and other radio operator skills I don't see much use on IS-7. So just quick dive into the crew skills, quite the simple ones. Equipment loadout is as follows: vertical stabilizer, I'm using ventilation instead of coated optics, and large caliber tank gun rammer, of course. Ammunition loadout, I think which one? I think this was my main ammunition loadout to get up to 90. I think to get up to 94%, because I actually played only one loadout, I believe, with this loadout. And you're going to see the battle with this loadout as well. So this was actually my only battle with this loadout. But how I was able to get up to that was, I think, this loadout, if I remember correctly. I might be wrong. But of course I'm using large repair kit, large first aid kit, extra combat rations as well. And I was also using ammo rack directive, because I had a couple of them in my depot. But I'm not going to use them anymore, because every orderly ammo rack now takes some bonds, and I do not want to do that. Anyway, my friends, this is how my IS-7 looks like. This is how I was able to do that, how I was playing with it. Now let's take a look at the final battle, which was played on Karelia, as you can see, and I actually did not think I am going to make it in this one for many reasons. I was, I think, 1.4% away from the third mark, or 1.3%, I don't remember exactly. And how this battle rolls out at the start, didn't really give me motivation boost or my self-esteem boost either. That I was going to make it in this battle, because just pay attention what is going to happen. Here goes our first 60 DP, ladies and gentlemen, in a tier 9 battle where we have one RT, where we have plenty of tier 10s, tier 9s. Our 60 DP went down, followed by Progetto 65, followed by AMX 1390. Like, you can see why I didn't think this battle is going to be such an awesome one. I thought that they are simply going to rush us down, and I can see 60 DP on the minimap. Most likely that guy wants to get a piece of me as well. I kinda got myself a bit trapped over here, just a little bit, not too much, but I'm able to do. I'm a solo guy over here, so I'm able to get all the assistance from the hill guys, which was one of my goals. And I'm able to do some damage to easily penetrable tanks. But my biggest worry, of course, was going to be that 60 DP. And RU-251 actually is or was extremely annoying, despite being only a tier 9 light tank versus tier 10 heavy tank versus IS-7, still extremely annoying tank. For 30U, as you can see, as soon as I decide to do something different, something like as soon as I decide to not look at it, RU decides to put one shot into me. So that guy is like a little annoying mosquito. You know that feeling when you have those type of tanks next to you. So RU making a mistake, just staying over here for a bit too long time. And here is yet another annoying mosquito, Terpcon D49, using premium HE as well. So it's like double annoying mosquito action, while I have to deal with that tier 10 60 DP and 430 as well, who may or may not peek. And oh hello, here is 263 as well. I just wanted to make sure I am going to hit that shot into the lower plate of that 60 DP, so I took a bit longer time to aim that one, and boom, into the lower plate it went. 263 took a shot before, so I thought I might be able to be fast enough to put that one in. Just a little bit of a wiggling as well, and I was able to get bounce out from that. 430, boom, goes down, and finally the score is equal 4-4 after losing 3 tanks in the first minute, including 2 tier 10s. That's quite a nice break. Sadly, no shot or no penetration into 263 with that shot, but that guy either doesn't have a repair kit or is simply not going to use that. So let's use the Russian RNG, and boom, let's hit that pixel into the lower plate. APCR round goes through. Yeah, as I said, this battle was the first one with plenty of APCR to use. Yeah, that FE, ladies and gentlemen, this was not the only, or this is not going to be the only time that FE is actually extremely lucky. More to come, sadly, more to come. Leopard BTA over here. Finally I received some breathing room from my left, or to my left. 257 is up on the hill. Leopard BTA is moving in as well. Here is D49, so D49 and Progetto 65 should be dead fairly soon, and I can move on a bit, I can advance a bit. So here is that FE405 actually, so quick blind shot, and because I was using HE and because I didn't see any splashing action, that shot was 100% a hit into that FE, but now you see that it wasn't actually a penetration. So once again, that FE was lucky. But this time I was lucky, 618 damage in the face penetration, but the previous HE shot was actually also a hit, but sadly a non-penetration into a turret as big as the map itself. And I was somehow able to hit the gun, most likely. This is how I didn't penetrate that shot. So trying to predict the movement of the FE, trying to predict when this guy is going to peek, just pre-firing. I didn't get spotted, so that means this guy was not also over there. Once again, I used my final HE round. Once again, that guy was not over there. So I am not going to leave this position just yet. I can see that Leopard PTA is trying to do something. Boom! Yep, I was going to pre-fire anyway. I was going to take another blind shot anyway. And can you believe T-Commander, these nuts said, #never lucky, that one bounced. That guy, that FE, is making me angry already, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm running out of AP rounds. Of course, I'm not going to waste APCR in this situation where I usually should be able to penetrate that guy. So let's see what Leopard PTA is able to do. Maybe Leopard PTA is able to spot that guy. Maybe Leopard PTA is going to make that guy a bit more angry. Oh, I can see a pixel. Boom, there it goes. No connection once again. And Leopard PTA, just a little spoiler alert for you, ladies and gentlemen, is going to get wrecked by Budget. And most likely by STRV. And no shots, I have no shots into that FE425. This guy is hiding quite perfectly. So over here I'm actually counting down like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and going to take the blind shot. And I think that shot was a hit. So keep in mind, FE had 1002 hit points, right? 1002 hit points. I think that was a hit. Over here, I'm just going to stay for as long time as I was spotted, just to run away. I didn't want to show to that FE425 that I am running away. I want to give him a false sense of security that I'm still over there. But at the same time, I'm actually moving back and I'm going to snipe that same bush from a bit different angle. From where he's not going to be able to spot me. So that bush is right over there, where that Leopard PTA died. Let's put one shot into that guy. Of course, they didn't get spotted. And let's move on. Oh yeah, by the way, I don't know if you have actually heard about Commander These Nuts sound effects. If you guys want to see one episode dedicated to it, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know if you would like to see something like this. As one player said, or as one viewer on Twitch said, and now I'm actually able to shut up while I'm making episodes. I can simply let the commander do the talking. Would you like to see one ridiculous episode like that, where I only let my commander do the commentary? We'll see. Like, if you guys are up for it, leave a like, leave a comment about that question. Okay. Anyway, the 54 lightweight is creeping up on the enemy FE425 once again and actually not getting destroyed, which leads me to think that FE either repositioned, got grabbed his poles of steel and repositioned, or is still hiding behind that rock, which is extremely questionable, and he actually is still over there. And you can see that our blind shot was a hit, ladies and gentlemen. That guy had 303 hit points left. Our blind shot was a hit, and I believe D54 took another blind shot, and that D54's blind shot was also a hit. And now, let's hunt the pixel. Boom! This is what I know. This is the Soviet-Russian bias. I know, ladies and gentlemen. Much needed hit. So 4,379 damage done. Already this battle is really good, over 7,000 combined damage. If we would not be able to get third mark from this battle, it really sets us up nicely for the next battle to finish it off. You can see 2,823 damage to my assistance in this battle, but not all of it is actually going towards third marking, because if you didn't know how that works, it basically takes the highest value. Over there you can see tracking assistance and spotting assistance combined, but third marking actually takes the highest value of those two. So how it works is it takes your damage done, so 4,300 damage done, plus from the assistance pool it takes what you had more. If you had assistance spotting more, it takes spotting. If you had tracking more, it takes tracking. And it combines those numbers. Anyway, back to the battle. I decided to stay, I decided to camp over here because Jagdpanzer 100 actually informed us that STRV was in the middle, and we are never going to outspot STRV. Boom, there it is. The only way how we're able to spot STRV is if that guy actually drives up to us, and this is exactly what he did. Sadly, I was not in the position to bounce anything, or I was not in the position to run away, but it does not matter because I got one high roll into that guy, 527 damage high roll, and I got full spotting assistance from that STRV. Plus, we had 2 blind shots as well. 1 HE non-penetration into FE and 1 AP penetrating blind shot. So I'm just going to fast forward this battle a bit. You can see how it is going to end. Yeah, the ending is quite sad because it is going to be a draw. You can pay attention on the minimap now because it is going to be a minimap battle. Our 430 decided to go into the enemy base, but he doesn't have enough time to cap it anymore. 277 took out our artillery, 430 took out enemy 30B. Waffenträger is fighting with 277 kills a Waffenträger, and when we have 3 seconds left, now nobody is getting killed anymore, and this battle is going to be a draw, sadly. But it does not matter because I was still able to get my ace tanker on the IS-7 with 3rd Mark of Excellence. Damage-wise, we were actually, together with blind shots, we were actually able to get 5,583 damage, 5 kills, and 866 raw experience. Damage-wise, not the craziest one, but combined 9,600 combined. I would say this is not bad. 9,600 combined is not bad, and just a perfect cherry on the top of the cake to finish off this 3rd marking experience. 4,096 damage to our resistance. It was a weird battle from the start. You like to lose 2 of your better tier 10s. Like, this really sucks. Plus a light tank as well. That sucks even more. But eventually we were able to pull it through. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, IS-7 3rd mark review / gameplay action / replay cast, epic battle, I don't know, call it how you want. Let me know 2 things. Would you like to see anything like that being done in the future as well, about another vehicle or about next vehicles, V3 mark? And also let me know if you would like to see an episode with my commander, featuring my commander, in the comments down below. In the meantime, you can stay awesome, you can stay sexy, hitting that like button, subscribe, check out the Beast Mode Care store, because YouTube at the moment is just not working out. We need to look into different sources. So Beast Mode Care store is for that. Stay awesome, stay sexy, take care, and bye.